people at home, this is the MoneyBru Show with DJM Design, and we have buzz screens here. We have good old boys, Mark and Marley. We are testing out something that is very dark, very different smelling.
Oh.
I bet you've never had it before. Maybe you have not, but we're talking about marketing too, and we're going to get to the whole, what do they like about marketing, the ripple effect of marketing. You know, eventually, how do you find a good design agency? And then we could also go into some of the data grind stuff, like look at other sites or other ideas, and how do we push the needle on the website or on other stuff, and where is the website going? So we've done quite a few little bit of projects, and it's been fun. It's been crazy. There's a lot of pending things. There's a lot of errors that we were fixing.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see us.
Let's talk a little bit about marketing, and I'm gonna start with Marley. So Marley, give us the scoop on what the heck is going on with buzz screens and what people need to know, and what is the strategy like.
Buzz screens is, and I'm going to say, one of the fastest growing in business digital billboards in the state of Colorado. There's nothing around here like this kind. This is literally the future of digital advertising, right? So we all know billboards. We all know the posters on the benches, you know, on the side of the road. You know, we all know magazine marketing and newspaper and all of that, and social media, but none of that stuff is really done on people's terms, right? There's a lot of pop-ups that are involved, distracting people, kind of taking away, upsetting them. So this is really marketing on your terms.
Cool.
So what we've done is we brought in 55-inch commercial grade flat screens into busy businesses, so where people sit, dwell, stay, linger. We don't want to go in places like retail stores. We want to go in places like restaurants, gyms, sporting event centers, right? Like, for instance, Loveland Laser Tag, Sweetheart Lanes. Those are some other places that we're in as well. Mm-hmm. But we're in well over 30 locations in NoCo. So Loveland, Windsor, Wellington, Johnstown, Greeley, to the point where we are getting 500,000 views, or 500,000 impressions a day, 160 million impressions a year. Wow. Across northern Colorado, which is almost unheard of. But then you ask, well, how do you know that? How do you know you're getting
Yeah, how do you know? Tell us the secret.
So we are actually incorporating some AI technology into our screens, and basically what that is allowing us to do is not just see the amount of impressions, see the amount of views, but and we can't just sit there and watch people. So I'm gonna say that there's no creep factor.
Manny the mannequin
at all, except for Manny the mannequin.
He helps us with AI.
He's the only creep factor.
He's got our food selection, you know. Yeah.
But we can not only see, you know, how many impressions we get a day, but we're able to see, you know, whether it's male or female. Mm-hmm. We're able to see age range, right? Mm-hmm. We're able to see exactly how many seconds they are watching the screen, and very soon how many impressions your specific ad is getting, so that way we can help you better your ad creation, right? Yeah. So if we have 2 of your ads running, we can say, look, this one is meeting your demographic, this ad is not, let's get rid of this ad, let's run this one twice as many times.
Right,
so,
like split tested. And
exactly.
And your shop Buzz shop
local buzz.
That's like an amplifier, and it's something that can go more nationally.
Yes.
So that's, anyone could kind of get on there.
Oh, absolutely. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to help everyone, right? We're not big business people.
Yeah.
So we understand big businesses, they have big budgets.
Yes.
And one thing I want to tell you guys, advertising and marketing is a write-off.
It is.
He's a write-off. DJM Designs is a write-off. Anything that adds to your business or brings in business to your business is a write-off,
and
right?
Then if you do ADA, like what we've done, just when you guys became clients, that's a write-off too. We have some exciting stuff happening on our front too that we'll talk about after this podcast.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Dun, dun, dun. AI. Okay, here we go, Daniel.
Okay, hey everyone. There's so many questions on this topic, and the big thing that they pushed on us is the fear of it. But let me go back to a story and an example. Remember those massive phones back in New York? We were all very like glamorous with our big phones. I have a friend, Mark LeClair, good old boys had one. He used to have one that he would run around with. And then boom, Nokia came out. And all of a sudden, the game was changed. So this is what I want to do. I'm shifting the way we're thinking about this. We're having a workshop that's going to be a Maximizing AI workshop. It's going to be downtown Greeley at the Link Library. And our team has used like this on 20 different websites. And we've seen the results. Like you can get a tax credit for using a certain type of AI. You can get your email summarized. I'm happy to share with you at that event. There'll be breakout sessions. It's not just me talking and boring you. There is also a chef, an executive chef, Ken coming. Greg and them are key level sponsors. That's $199. You get 3 minutes. This video is going to rerun as well for a whole year already. So they're going to get exposure all the way through.
Great, let's hear it for Daniël-James.
Yeah, so shoplocal.buzz is a sister company of BuzzScreens, and what we've done is we've taken over Groupon, we've taken over Valpak, we've taken over magazines, we've taken over digital magazines, and we've actually taken over websites.
Cool.
So you can actually go and create this extensive bio of you and your business. You can showcase your products. You can put pricing on there. You get free lead generation on the paid plans, so you can get unlimited leads. And what that does is, if you don't have the money for a website, I mean, I would hope you did, because the DJM Designs could do it. Yeah, you could do
Sometimes
a complete profile.
Yeah.
And you can still get business or generated to your site or to your email, which allows you to follow up, which allows you to continue to take payment over the phone, send out product, things like that. So shoplocal.buzz is amazing in that it covers all these awesome things for your business. It's a website away from your website, but it also links to BuzzScreens.
Nice.
So on the
that's what I was gonna ask, because like the necessity there is probably cool. Like let's extend the reach into BuzzScreens.
Yeah, and most people are like, well, I can't afford BuzzScreens. We had one gentleman from a moving company go, well, I didn't think I could afford you guys, and we were like, it's $199 a month for an Elite Plus plan for a website away from your website on shoplocal.buzz. And for 150 ad plays a day, it's $199.
It's amazing how often, like even in the CBD world, like you do have to communicate and educate and communicate and educate. Hey, Mark, like I mean, the amount of events you guys do, it's incredible. And you know, at the end of the day, we all want to see the fruits of that get pushed into the directions we want. So pretty cool. So that's the buzz side of it. Let's pull up a few things. This is what I call the data grind, and we can jump into the data grind and we kind of analyze a few fun things, talk about sites and that. But our next taste test, and I believe we're on this one.
I don't even know if I trust you anymore after that last one.
There is water bottles in case you need. This one is tricky. We only have one spoon. It's the last time we'll use it. So if you want to use the back of your spoon, that's what we're gonna do. So I just use the back and get a chunk like this. Oh my gosh.
Got a little molasses.
That's what everyone says.
I don't know.
Try not to let it drop on the floor, please. And just hold it in your thing, and we're gonna rock and roll. What do you think I've gotten you guys into here?
I have no idea. But I'm like Andrew Zimmern. I'll try everything. I'll try everything.
Okay, so
twice.
Is it better if I say what it is before or after?
I think I knew by the smell what it was.
I already know what it's gonna taste like, but okay, let's go.
Oh man. Oh man.
Grab the water if you need it.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Okay, I'll rest you.
This is my favorite part.
This is good on toast.
No, it's not. It's not good on anything.
It's good with cheese.
He's lying.
Think about it. Like you balance it out with cheese.
It's a lie.
Okay, let me give you peace of mind, guys. It is not like, it's actually comes from a plant, but it's like almost like you make a stock out of the plant, you know?
Yeah.
Like a beef stock. We eat the stuff on our sandwiches in South Africa. It's so good. Like it's that salty flavor, you know? I thought you were like a savory queen, you know? She's like, it's awful.
Savory with flavor.
Yeah, I'll help you with the
It's not like once the chunk is gone, Like the back end is it's okay. Like it's more mild, but
It's awful. Huh? Okay, one out of 10. I know what yours is, Marty. You could even say 0.
So they didn't use that in South Africa as punishment?
Right. It's like got a really dark taste now. Okay, this one is Aero. You could break up a piece, Mark. What was your rating?
I'd give it a 3.
Okay.
that was that Vegemite stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ugh.
Now you know.
I'm not even gonna mention it ever.
Now you know, right? 0 for Marty.
0.
Okay, and this one is called Aero.
Oh, this smells good.
It's one of my favorite chocolates in South Africa. They have one that's hard peppermint. You know, like the Andes?
Yeah.
This is a soft, flaky chocolate. Very soft.
Oh, good.
Nestle makes it, and
Yum.
international type chocolate.
That's good.
Great after dinner mint.
Can you see how
Great after Vegemite mint.
I redeem you after I've thrown you
Yeah,
in the
right.
deep end? Here's the life. Here's the lifeboat and the what do you call it? The life tube thing.
It would be okay if it was so strong.
She's looking for the word pungent.
It's awful, I know.
Yeah.
So the Aero probably
Eye-watering.
gets a really
It wasn't
high
so
rating, right?
eye-watering.
How much would you guys give the Aeros?
Oh, good. I give it a 10.
9, 10. Cool. Okay, I love it. Where I left off is right here. And we're just gonna grab this guy while we try and make sure nothing breaks. Look at that. So this is a segment I like to call, turn the airplane mode off. Data grind with DJM. A lot of times you guys get to see some of the stuff that we're doing on sites and with different things. And on Data Grind, we get to analyze something. So we get to either analyze a competitor, we get to do your website, and we talk about it. We talk about marketing and stuff like that. What I want to talk about on the Data Grind, and just getting some hardcore, real perspective. How important is the e-commerce site versus just Square and swiping it with clients? I know we've picked up from other agencies, and we're going to talk about that too. Based on your experience, getting an agency or switching up agencies, what does that look like for you? And with DJM, what do you like, and what has been good for you on that process?
Well, we had a great guy before who got us to a place we needed to be. And then we met you, and we started to see the next level and all of the things that you bring to this website, which isn't just working on a website or taking orders from us to do things. It is you came into the picture and became very proactive. You came up with, you offered us different ways of things to do, and you also had this great team of people who were handling things like video blogs, and so you were so multidimensional. It was as though, and it is, that you have the ability to adapt and to focus like a diamond on all the facets. You know, a diamond's not really nice if it has one facet.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if it has a
That's
bunch
a
of
good
them
example.
and they're all uniform and they're all the same. Then it
You guys
reflects
like
light and all
diamonds
that,
too.
so you're like a diamond reflecting the light. So
Sweet.
So we
My wife
have-
is like,
and not just what you brought initially, but what you have brought since, like the AI and all of these things. It's like you are in the cutting edge of the evolution of this industry, and connecting with you allows us to connect with that future.
I love it. Thank you guys. And it's good to hear from clients too, because you work so hard. And it's what we're trying to do is we just try and rise all ships with the tide.
Yep.
But also in conjunction, sure, costs change. But like I said, I have something very exciting. I had really cool discussions with my consultant, and he showed me some new perspectives on cost controls and clients and like different ways to offer plans, and it's kind of fun. But one thing we haven't spoken about, if you have a website on a data grind, if you want to get some insights, this ADA type plugins give you access. We talked about deductions. They get access to a $5,000 tax credit end of this year. So end of this year, they go, they apply, they say we spent this much on taxes, and the government will say, cool, here's your 5K tax credit. But now on another level, hopefully these people start taking CBD so that they can alleviate ADHD.
Right.
Yeah.
And on the side, you can see like all these tools become available to them because they're through the bundle of our plan and what we do. And we've gone page by page and we try and look at, well, can everything be accessible? Can it read back to us? What do we want to do on the site, right? So it's like an advanced tool because it came into the legal law and it's now required. So you're going to see a lot more websites with ADA buttons, things like that, and just realize how important it becomes. I don't think it's an Achilles heel. Like, I don't think it's the end of the world for people. But I want to say that it is important. So we just submitted with their site. Let me go over here. Uber Suggest. So you guys can use Uber Suggest. It's free. Something that the client doesn't look at a lot and that we have to is like, how far are we? I'll go to SMrush. It's about the same. How far can we get with backlinks? So the hard issue with agencies is it can be smoke and mirrors, and then it can be the education thing. So we first started with Good Old Boys. There were very little backlinks and stuff. So we just submitted backlinks. Backlinks are just articles like shop.local. It's a listing platform. You put your listing up there, that link is going to show up on Good Old Boys. And now CBD is extremely hard to rank for. We've found that out. And we've actually blanketed keywords in the CBD realm with backlinks, as well as non-CBD like tincture or oral type stuff like that. So as I was saying, there's a lot of little places and things that we're doing things, you know, we enhance the blog and stuff like that. But the deal with sites is Google gives us, they kind of take a while to crawl everything, and then in like 3 months, you'll see this with shop.local too. In 3 months, those results start to pan out. So it's really tough because you're doing the work and then you're waiting for those results to tick in. And so for those of you who are on like a very stringent platform, you have to be careful. Like alcohol gets hit hard, CBD gets hit hard. They almost wanted to scam you with, there's like, you can pay to be like unblocked, but then it's like so much money and stuff. So we're already pouring money into techniques that are gonna get us there. So that's kind of exciting just to kind of see the evolution of that. And then we go later on, we do things even further that help us. Like, let me go down, yeah. So if you're running a site, get your web agency or marketing person to watch this and then go from there. You may go through 2 or 3 agencies to find one that works for you. Any tips from you guys that you think about marketing that you've come across, maybe non-web tips? Because you guys are pretty good. I mean, when I saw you in the field, I was like, wow.
You know, this industry, unfortunately, in recent years has been very adulterated. There have been so many things that have happened that have left questionable products on the marketplace for people to choose from. So where we really excel is we go to lots and lots of vendor events. We've been to them the last 3 weeks. We'll be in the next 3 weeks. And when people
awesome.
see our website, whatever they do, but when they try our product, their body tells them, oh, wow, this works. And then they're present to figure out why. And when we then show them the why, they understand. And now we've got like customer for life, and they're telling their friends and family. And that's called growing it from the grassroots. And because we're in a society that has a product that has kind of been greatly adulterated, we are in a position where we have to kind of regrow and grow our brand through the grassroots of America.
You guys get to be the light.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Absolutely.
you get to be the right brand, like an American brand, and like it's going to tie into our next segment. We may actually talk politics in our next segment, just for fun. Just for freaking fun, man. Because we're in like election time coming up here, and the last time I wore these same pants when election times were like closing off, and that morning was when we were supposed to know who was like the president, right? And it was, oh no, we're gonna wait till like, you know, when they pushed it back, and it was like we found out in March, right? It was kind of so crazy. But not to get anyone riled up, just to get people excited, because I do think voting is important. I became a citizen this is my first presidential election I can vote on. But I became a citizen, and I think if anything, doesn't matter what political side you're on, liberal, libertarian, Republican, at least get that vote in, man. Like, I know people get pretty serious about other stuff, But I think it's important just to like see the fellow man out there, support them, and if not voting, you know, maybe run. So like I said, you know, people have gotten into my face, and I've gotten excited about it. Being a baby American right now, like 2 years learning, discovering, learning from other American people, like what it's like, you know, coming from a third world country. Man, you guys have a lot to be thankful for. I'd rather be poor in this country and struggling than in my country. But so something I was going to show you guys here too as well. This is one of our data reports on the site, and the light is at the end of the tunnel with where we want to go with growth. So on Good Old Boys, you can slowly start to see we're getting this growth curve. Okay, and part of it is you guys networking. Part of it is the website. I don't take full credit because there's a lot of factors that we're hitting. You know, Denver, Inglewood, this could be just spammers, and Ashburn, these are all Colorado cities. Portland could also be a reason, maybe scientific labs or research or other competitor companies. And then they're getting a lot of just direct to Google. They're seeing some of their Bing, there's a CBD Expo that you guys got featured in, Facebook, Instagram, others. So a lot of people just direct search you guys, which is really interesting. So they hear about you, then they direct search, or they use the card and go straight to your website. Your homepage gets a lot of hits. The big deal there with pages is want to get to 3 minutes on average, and we're starting to get there, is that the videos push people to stay longer for like 3 minutes. So we've got that, we've got the button, we've got the chat. There's a lot of options for people. We may get some duds on chat, may get some good ones on chat. But yeah, and then finally going back to your actual sales stuff, that's going to tell you a lot about your customers. So they may hear from you from like 2 or 3 places, and that's a spread out metric. And so hear from you, like your website, purchase the product, or hear from you, like from you, purchase the product, or purchase product right in front of you. So it's like at the end of the day, you got to just slow down and say, okay, what's our goal? Is our product in high demand? Yes. Do people need it? Yes. Like where are they meeting us? And then just double down those areas, and that really does help stay and keep you in focus. And kudos to these guys too. They put effort in nurturing their audience, which is something we can't do. So writing those blogs, sending those emails can lead to conversions. And I know you guys have seen some sales from emails. I've seen sales from my emails. So those are some quick tips, data grinds there for you guys. If you have questions on these, drop them in the comments. But that is this segment. Subscribe, vote, subscribe, okay? You see where I'm going? Like, you put your vote behind something. It's not even $1 worth. But yeah, you guys want to check out our AI workshop, you can go check that out. You want to check out their websites, it'll be all in the description. We appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. Bye.